Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. We've got a lot of people that are tuning in, so we just want to kind of let you get on and catch on real quick and see what we have happening. But a lot has happened here in the last couple of hours, the last day or two, in the last couple of hours. Uh, you might not know in case you've been uh, on on a rocket to space, or in case you've been lost at sea. But Tucker Carlson has gone in, and he is Friday was his last day at Fox News, and we've all heard it. But he just came out with information just a few hours, just yes earlier, where he talked about the fact that he's going to go to OAN and he's going to be the news director there. Clearly, they've got a 2-year gag order on him because of what they're talking about. So it's very important that you guys catch the message. And the message is each and every one of you needs to be Tucker Carlson. There is no way, sorry, somebody's trying to send me messages here. There's no way that you can go forward anymore and not be a Tucker Carlson because news as we know it, mainstream media as we know it, is dead. And they're not going to have the impact that they've had in the past. And they're not going to be able to go in there and bring you the news. We've established what's going on. We know how much is happening. And that's why people like Tucker are going to what we would say private networks. I'm actually going to Americanic TV. You can follow me over there and you can visit my channels over there that are up now. And we're starting to upload content over there, but they're not built on a Google platform and they're not built on Amazon or any of the other kind of stuff that's going to cancel us. You know, when we see things that we need to speak up on and we need the truth to be out there, we need to make sure that those people that are providing our platforms are actually uh, doing us a service where they're not going to censor our voice. I will tell you that with Tucker, he was making a lot of money. He was making a whole lot of money, and they're paying him a whole lot of money to essentially stay what we would say is irrelevant as much as he can till the next presidential campaign, which would be kind of funny because somebody asked me, they said, "Hey, do you think that Tucker might be a vice presidential candidate for Trump?" And I said, "No, he might consider being the press secretary." Can you imagine what that would look like if we had Tucker over there as press secretary for Trump in his second term uh, as being president? The core wouldn't know what to do with themselves. So we need to know that, even as much as we're talking about federal issues in DC, we've got hot issues that are happening in school boards here in Texas. We've got items happening in the Texas legislature right now that is tremendous that we have to get a hold of and we have to get in there and get in the fight. For those of y'all that were there at the Capitol with us this last Saturday, we had a great concert with Turning Point USA and Let Us Worship and all the team that was there, with Foyt and all of them, and then God opened up a door for us to go into the Texas Capitol, and myself and Steve Toth. It was kind of funny. We didn't think it could get done, but God opened up a door and used the both of us to get 500 people inside of the Capitol. I'm going to post that video on Americanic TV and a little snippet here because I'm sure Facebook will try to shadow ban it. But that is what's going on. We have an opportunity to speak the truth, and we are going to have to work together to make sure that we have an opportunity to tell what's going on. Right now, I can tell you that even at the Texas legislature, one of the things that I'm going to talk about on Americanic is a altar to Satan that was built and found at the Texas Capitol. Not going to go into it here because I'm sure they'll shadow ban me like they've shadow banned me for far, far less. But you can bet your bottom dollar that wickedness is fighting people in Texas. We're at a critical point in our state legislature. We've got Republicans that are not going to vote the way they should. And we've got attacks that are coming from all kinds of angles. And this is where we, the people, have to stand up. We have to go out there and be that, quote, citizen that stands up. Uh, Lots of stuff that I can tell you about that's going on But again, I'll break that up into snippets. Uh, Also, Google pillarnation.com, and you can see some other things that are happening. But right now, you need to pray for our country, pray for our Texas legislature, pray that, again, that God be move upon their hearts and they would soften their hearts as we move forward in the rest of the session. Just to talk about that for just a minute, we have school choices at a critical point. I can tell you, Republicans that have claimed to be hardcore Republicans have gone in there and said, there's not a way that I'm voting for um, school choice for taxpayers to take their tax dollars and go and use it in a way they see fit, because they say, quote, that is not the answer to the public school problem. So you see how they're one way saying they're admitting there's a problem, but then saying, but this is not the answer. Folks, there's many things that we could talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. Thank you guys for following me on all my platforms, including Telegram and Truth Social. Go to Americanic TV. My son looked at it, my youngest son, and he said, Dad, it's almost like you've got Peacock and Netflix and a couple other platforms all mixed together, and you can get in there and it's just a much better version. And it's $10 a month. And he was doing the math for me real quick, and he said, that's a no-brainer, Dad. You could save all this money and get pretty much the same content. So check that out. Check us out over there. We'll bring more information to you here on Facebook Live. We're not going to stop doing that, but the details behind what's going on, we're going to be releasing that over there. We know the owners. We know we're not going to get shadow banned, and we know that it's built in a way that that won't happen. And again, just to wrap it up, Tucker Carlson came out with a statement today stating that he's going to OAN. He's going to be their news director. And it looks like it's for a timeline of 2 years, which seems to me that they've got him under a 2-year non-compete agreement and basically wrote a check that he couldn't say no to. But smart guy that he is, has found another way to jump in there and continue the fight. So again, each and every one of you need to be a Tucker Carlson. You don't have to have, a setup like I do. You don't have to be as just able to communicate and talk through all those things as myself and some other people do. If you've got a hot item, send it to me. Send it to me on text message, Messenger, Truth Social, Telegram, whatever platform you're looking through. Send it to me and just give me. I'm gonna have to verify what I get, but that's how we win, by telling them the truth. These people, they've really crossed the line. They're censoring people like my good friend Sid Miller, who this week has come up and said, hey, if you're a biological male, you need to dress like a biological male. If you're a biological woman, you need to dress like a biological woman. I've got a really funny video that we're going to be releasing this afternoon or tomorrow, so watch out for it. At any rate, well, God bless you guys. God bless Texas. Thank you for following me on the new platform, and thank you for being Tucker Carlson right where you're at. God bless you and God bless Texas.